The Old Getaway, Space Pilot, and Sachet Shantae Private on today's episode of 1, 2, 3, Jump!
You guys remember we're all supposed to do that, right?
You know,
Welcome to
like when you get loud enough, the audio cuts out.
Oh, so nobody hears that anyways?
So it goes, Joe.
Oh.
Do you want me to redo the intro?
Yeah.
Just say 1, 2, 3, and then we'll.
I think you should do the whole thing. I'm not kidding. I think it could have been better.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just send Carly all our jokes and she'll read it. It'll be a one-woman podcast. So.
It looks like Rick's like the director, and he's got a cigarette in his hand. He's like, I think that could have gone better.
All right.
Do it
I'll
again.
take your notes. Let's do it again. The Old Getaway, Space Pilot, and Sachet Shantae Private on today's episode of 1, 2, 3, Jump!
Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who has written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
I am Bob Timmons,
I'm Carly Kastner.
and we are joined today by a very funny comic by the name of Thomas Zorio.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
You're so funny that when you heard your name, you had to cover your mouth to contain your own laughter.
Oh, yeah, because this is the highest point in my life is doing a local podcast in Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay, thanks for being here.
It's a global podcast. When you say local podcast, it sounds like we got it. You know, we go to the farmers market or something.
Fresh podcasts.
I was just thinking
GMO
that
free.
too. I went to the farmers market this morning, and you know what? The podcast that was there was very nice.
We are the only non-GMO podcast.
Carly, is your headset mic on? It sounds like you're just talking like.
Let me see.
Like into the
No, it's not.
computer?
Hold on.
Do the intro again.
Is that better?
That's
Yeah,
way
it's
better.
good.
Do
Really?
the intro
Everything?
again. Do the intro
Whoa.
again.
No way,
Yes.
really? But then we can skip the other parts, right? We're not
Yeah,
going to do the
we're going to
whole
skip
thing again.
Thomas's introduction the whole bit. We're just going to go right in. So,
Okay.
do that intro again.
The Old Getaway, Space Pilot, and Shot Up. No, fuck.
No, that's good.
No, that's the intro now. That is the intro now.
Look at that. Oh, I don't know what. I didn't even think.
Are you all right, Rick?
I don't know how to turn these things off.
I'm going to do it again. I'll
Okay.
let Rick deal with it.
So we got Carly's audio in check, and then everything goes to shit.
All right, I'm doing it again.
All right.
The Old Getaway, Space Pilot. Fuck, I never have this problem. Okay.
Sing it. Sing it out first before you give it another shot. Sometimes it helps.
No, that's not the problem. The problem is my brain. Okay. The Old Getaway, Space Pilot, and Sachet Shantae Private on today's episode of 1, 2, 3, Jokes!
Jokes.
All right, let's do it again.
No more.
Ah.
All right, so we already did the intros. We're not going to
All
do
right.
that again. Have fun editing this together, Bob.
I always do. So, Thomas.
Mhm.
This is rough.
All
Let's
right.
do it again.
No!
No, we're good.
All right. Thomas Zorio, very funny comedian. Tell us a little bit about yourself. I hear you're a comedian.
Yes, or at least I try to be. I've been doing stand-up comedy in the Phoenix scene for 5 years now, and I would like to say the highlight of my life is probably opening up for another comic nobody's ever heard of. So that I can't even remember his name right now.
Awesome.
I love that
The
guy or girl.
highlight of your life
Yeah.
is opening up for a comic you can't remember the name of.
Yeah. And I specifically requested to open up for him because he was on Comedy Central. He has a "This is not happening."
Okay.
His name was like Yakov something.
Julian McCullough, I believe.
It was
name.
Cedric the something.
Yeah, Louis.
Cedric the performer.
Louis DC, something like that. I can't remember.
Yakov Tito's.
Joey Totino, something like that. Some Cuban guy from the Bronx. Nobody's heard of him before. Something like Joey Rogues, something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Bruce Leonard. It was a long time ago. Bruce Leonard, is that his name? Very long ago.
I was trying to think of some way to like manipulate court jester. Like I was like,
George Kester.
Marky Twain. Marky Twain.
Marky Twain.
yeah. Right after Mark Twain had his Comedy Central special.
He was a humorist.
Mark Twain at the Apollo.
his humor central special. Well, thank you for being here, Thomas, and we hope this is just as exciting as that time you opened up for that stranger.
In 5 years from now, Thomas is going to be like, the highlight of my career was doing that podcast. I can't remember the name of it.
You'll hear me on the Joe Rogan Experience, and I'll be like, yeah, so like 3, 4, 5 funnies. I don't know.
If we could get to that many, we'd be golden.
I feel like Thomas is going to do a lot of spit takes on this episode.
Finally.
I just got this laptop fixed. I'm not doing any spit takes anytime soon.
He's just constantly getting up and leaving the room to spit.
I got an old spittoon bucket in the corner.
All right. Well, with that, would you guys like to get into round 1?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone except for Ricky, it's time for round 1.
That wasn't me.
Oh, who was it?
That's me.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me just tell you, because I had my Microsoft Word document open at that point. So before this today, Thomas messaged me and said, do we do all our jokes at once or do we do round robin? I said, well, you might want we do round robin, but I suggest that you listen to like just one round of an episode just to get a feel for it. And he goes, no, I did, but I couldn't decipher the difference between people's voices.
We seem to get that
and
a
now
lot.
I get it.
Wait, who's talking? Wait, is that Carly or is that Bob? Which one?
That's you, Thomas.
No, wait, hold on, who's that now? Carly, is that you? Did your voice change? What's going on? What's happening?
So I just think it's funny because we've talked about this on the show before that we take for granted that we recognize each other's voices, but just now that really did sound like Ricky to me.
Yeah, Jeremy, our sounds better. Sounds like.
All right, Ricky, let's have a off.
I don't like the
I'm
sound
gonna
of
close
that.
my eyes.
Probably close
I'm
your
gonna
eyes.
close my eyes, and I'm gonna try to figure out who does the first and who does the second.
Okay.
All right, I'll close my-
That's definitely Ricky.
Oh,
Oh, I'd recognize that Jeremy anywhere.
These both sound like Carly to me. So
that's gonna be my tagline. I recognize that Jeremy anywhere.
What could they be referring to?
Or Ricky's. We're not sure.
Ricky
All
has
right. This is a family show. You guys need to put your away. All right, let's get into round 1. 71-year-old woman is suspected getaway driver for burglar gang. A 71-year-old bed and breakfast owner is suspected of ferrying a gang of younger criminals across the country to carry out an aggravated burglary. The elderly woman was arrested this week along with her younger associates as part of an investigation into a daylight break-in at a home. One of the burglaries prior ended with the raiders stealing a number of personal items before taking the keys to the homeowner's car and driving off. Recently, detectives carried out several searches in a Midlands town. I think that's in England, actually, after identifying a number of suspects. Her 2 associates, Two men aged 28 and 45 are also from the same Midlands town as their alleged pensioner accomplice and are well known to local police. A source said, "These two lads are more..."
I believe they're Irish, Carly.
And they speak English.
Okay. These
two lads are held to be.
These two, I'm trying to think of an Irish. Okay. These These two
Don't
lads.
think of Irish Spring soap. Don't think of Irish Spring soap, whatever you do.
No, soap doesn't help me inform my accent.
The Irish have a notoriously dirty accent.
These two lads are more known for drug offenses, but it's suspected that from time to time they carry out the burglaries and robberies. It is a strange dynamic in that you have essentially three different unrelated generations suspected of involvement in this crime.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't Irish Spring, more like Scottish douche.
I also wasn't aware Scrooge McDuck moonlighted as a constable.
They're all linked to the business that the women run, and it is being looked at if she was essentially a getaway driver for this and any other burglaries, the source added.
It also sounds like someone who can't read very well.
It's hard to do it all.
I mean, have you been to Ireland? Like,
of course. Half my family's from Ireland and I go every summer. Can you not tell? No, I've never been to Ireland, and even if I had been, that wouldn't make my accent any better. I know Irish people. I've heard the accent. I'm just bad at accents.
It certainly couldn't make it any worse.
It might.
All right, who's going to go first in round one?
I'll go.
All right.
Due to her age, she'll likely receive a jail sentence of 2 months to life.
Get in the car! Woohoo! I haven't seen this much excitement since I was in a throuple with Bonnie and Clyde.
Throuple.
A throuple?
all right. Can I go now?
Sure.
Fine.
By the way, good one, Jeremy. I was trying to figure out a way to say what you said, but you definitely got it way better than I would have. Motel owner has been arrested in a slew of robberies, giving BBB a new meaning: bad breakfast and break-ins.
All units be on the lookout. Suspects were seen driving a slow-moving Winnebago with a flag that reads, "Welcome to Retirement."
Retirement.
I got to apologize to Marco for
for so many things.
You got to apologize to all our listeners for your accent.
Yeah, but specifically to Marco from Ireland.
Her vehicle was easily spotted when, as surveillance tape shows, from the time of the burglaries to the time of her arrest, her right blinker was on.
In addition to the burglary charges, the woman is also charged with attempting to bribe an officer with a nickel and a Werther's Original.
All right, you're up, Thomas.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was spacing out. Among the many stolen items recovered, police were able to find towels, coffee machines, and Fix-A-Dents.
I know you think you're pretty good at evading the police, but nobody makes a clean getaway like my grandma.
Her crimes are the basis for the movie Granny Driver, in which she drives a getaway car while listening to Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy from Company B.
That's funny. I was thinking of doing a joke that included Boogie Woogie.
You know, that reference that applies to every senior citizen in America.
Yeah.
It's like an old World War II, like Boogie Woogie Bugle.
It
Yeah,
certainly
but
applies to Jeremy and Rick, yeah.
It's also the wrong generation because 70-year-olds right now were not alive when that came out.
Let's poke holes in this joke.
That's just what the 70-year-olds want you to think. All right?
They were into vintage music.
They were
On
hipster.
phonographs.
Yeah. Okay, Gertrude Abernathy, a.k.a. Bubba the Bubby, a.k.a. Nantucket Nana, a.k.a. Grand Larceny Granny, a.k.a. the Manslaughter Meemaw, a.k.a. the Knoxville Knitter, a.k.a. the Bridgeport Bridge
The Bugle Boy from Company B.
AKA Diablo Dentures, AKA Wrinkles the Wretch, AKA RBG, AKA the Boston Strangler.
What was that last one? I'm sorry, Rick.
Boston Strangler.
Oh, she's a serial killer too.
She's the serial killer.
She's Ruth Bader Ginsburg and the Boston Strangler.
You never saw him in the same place.
Throw in the Zodiac Killer while you're at it.
There's been no Boston Strangle since she died.
You know what else? Also, there's always dog poop on the lawn outside, and it's not for my dog. So I'm thinking, never seen RBG and the dog at the same time. Could have been RBG.
What a crazy accusation.
Yeah, delete that. Delete that from the podcast.
Sorry, I can't do it. Thomas, you're up.
This really puts so her arrest really puts. I can't fucking talk today. I'm sorry. Okay, this arrest really shoots at her idea of a new nonprofit, Steals on Wheels.
I've never seen the Golden Girls, but based on the cast, I assume it's about a thuggish street gang. All right, that'll do it for the jokes in round one. We're going to go to our guest for today. No, that's not correct. We're going to go to our judge for today, Carly Kastner, who had the best jokes.
I think everyone had a contender.
That was a good round, guys.
It was. There were a lot of cute jokes. Ricky, I liked your thruple joke, and your nickel and Werther's a Ridge joke. I couldn't get on board with RBG being the Boston bomber or whatever you accused her of.
Boston bomber. Adding to her list of crimes.
Accused her of. But
I didn't accuse her of that. I just inferred.
I can't control what you heard.
Thomas, I think my favorite of your jokes was your BBB. Bed breakfast. What was it? Bed breakfast and
Break-ins.
Break-ins. Yes, I like that. But I think this round is going to be between Bob and Jeremy, who both had three, I think, pretty strong jokes. Jeremy, 2 months to life. I mean, classic elderly joke because they're going to die soon. Right, Blinker. Classic elderly joke because old people can't drive.
And also fuck old people.
But I think my favorite of Jeremy's
mortals.
I think my favorite of Jeremy's jokes was just Grandma Driver. Even though I couldn't get on board with the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy part of it, I did like that. But I think the winner of this round is going to go to Bob, who had, I think, 3 winning jokes. My favorite is nobody makes a clean getaway like Grandma.
That's pretty good.
So Bob gets 1 point for round 1.
Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you.
All right. Are we ready for round 2?
I want you to check the tape and see that Werther's Original got the biggest laugh.
It's not about biggest laughs on this show, apparently.
It's more about how it made me feel inside.
As we've learned in the course of 240 episodes.
Points don't matter because the winner of this episode is going to make Thomas spit on and ruin his new computer.
Yeah, we've got a winner once we see the static on his screen.
Hey, at least I didn't. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna. Once you see just like the droplets hit and then freeze, and then you can't hear me anymore.
Ding 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 ding.
At least I don't just do what Aaron Kraft does and go, oh, thuggish. I really like that word. I think I might give this round to Bob because I heard a word I liked.
Now we're talking shit about Aaron Kraft. Jeez, nobody's safe.
No, I wish Aaron was here because I hate judging. I don't like the pressure. There's too much pressure.
Well, so far so good,
right,
Carly.
round 2.
Great job.
Round 2. Potty training. NASA tests new $23 million titanium space toilet. NASA's first new space potty in decades, a $23 million titanium toilet better suited for women, is getting a not so dry run at the International Space Station before eventually flying to the moon. It's packed inside a cargo ship that should have blasted off. Anytime I hear a toilet and blasted off, I feel like that's dangerous.
Horny? Oh,
Ugh.
In a cargo ship that should have blasted off late Thursday from Wallops Island, Virginia. But the launch was aborted with just two. There's too many poop jokes here. But the launch was aborted
Just
with
you wait.
just 2 minutes remaining.
The launch was aborted.
who says I'm going to abort my poop?
You've never said, "Excuse me, anyone. I need to go abort something."
Yeah, no, I always love it when I'm at Olive Garden with Grandma. And she's like, "All right, kids, gotta abort something real quick, and let me
Ugh.
No,
any
no.
salad with the breadsticks."
I usually just scrape it out with the clothes hanger.
Oh no!
Jeremy knows what's up. Wait, I mean, who said that? Was that Carly saying that?
I
I'm confused.
might.
Everybody sounds the same. Was that Bob?
I might cut that out. I think I might cut that out.
All right, we got it. You want to keep the Sun City audience, Bob. All right, we got it. We got it.
If it's a little much for us, then I usually cut it out.
But the launch was aborted with just 2 minutes remaining in the countdown.
It was good though. I mean, you gotta keep it in.
Yeah, but it's a little much. We'll see. We'll see.
That's my
See,
other
I have to
guideline.
restart this whole story. 'Cause
Carly, do the intro again, please.
Carly's brain is fried.
Space potties. Northrop Grumman, which sounds
Scrape
like
it out with the clothes.
And repeating it certainly doesn't help if we're going to be...
Bob has
It's
to edit
staying in.
this, you guys. This is going to take him forever.
All right, clean edit.
Northrop. Ricky.
Sorry.
Everybody mute their mics for Carly, please.
Northrop Grumman, who sounds like a diehard villain, said it would try again Friday. Said it would try again Friday night if engineers could figure out what went wrong. Barely 100 pounds and just 28 inches tall, the new toilet is roughly half as big as the two Russian-built ones at the space station. It's more camper-sized to fit into the NASA Orion capsule that will carry astronauts to the moon in a few years. Station residents will test it out for a few months. If the shakedown goes well, the toilet will be open for regular business. The old toilets cater more towards men. To better accommodate women, NASA tilted the seat on a new toilet and made it taller. The new shape should help
Is that the
astronauts.
difference between men and women? It's just a tilt.
The new shape should help astronauts position themselves better for number two. Number two, said Johnson Space Center's Melissa McKinley, the project's manager. What?
Oh, Dr.
Exactly.
Cleaning up a mess is a big deal. We don't want any misses or escapes. Escapes? Oh my God. She
See,
said,
now that's the euphemism I use for going to the bathroom.
let's just
Gotta
say,
go make an escape.
let's just say everything floats in weightlessness.
Ugh, disgusting. Rick, do you want to start things off in round two?
Yeah. This is much better than the old sorry. This is much better than the original hold it till we get there solution that NASA had originally come up with. Hold it till we get there.
Yep. All right, Thomas, you're next.
Yeah, so I guess they spent $23 million on a toilet that weighs about 100 pounds. I guess one of the added benefits is that this is not something that a female astronaut can take with her on a cross-country drive to assault her ex-boyfriend with.
Historical.
Hysterical.
Historical.
And the rest. The old toilets cater more to men, but this new toilet will be better accommodating to women by automatically putting the seat down afterwards.
Preach, bitch.
Like seat down and then just like goes back up on its own. Anyway.
Yes.
We can put a man on the moon, but we can't make a
Wait.
Don't do it.
Sorry.
Don't do it.
Wait till after.
What?
He almost stepped on one of Bob's jokes.
Oh.
Well,
All right.
now I'm wondering, like, Carly, did you mention the fact that they recycle urine in the spacecraft?
No, because the story was really, really long, so I had to cut some stuff.
Then I might have to do a little editing. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Ironically, the launch was aborted because the lead astronaut forgot to go one last time before takeoff.
Thanks, but I don't shit where I eat, especially with everything floating around.
All right, Thomas.
Okay, good. I was making sure. Well, I guess the fact that it's made out of titanium ensures it'll actually survive the next explosion when that happens.
Oh, RGB.
That's how she went out. Was on it. It was a cover up. She was actually trying to go to space and fight the Martians for us, and they were like, "No, we have to come up with some lie."
He was testing our space toilet.
Yeah, there you go.
By the way, I realized I said RGB instead of RBG. I'm glad nobody caught that.
Yeah, I thought I was like red, green, blue. What
Yeah.
are you talking about pixelation content? What?
Yeah, Supreme Court Justice, red, green, blue.
Oh yeah, yeah. They passed the whole Color TV Act of 1927.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg was on that space shuttle to make sure to protect your right to abort your poop.
Not getting cut out.
Yeah. If there are enough callbacks, then I have to leave it in.
Flash versus Wade.
Versus Wade. You let your poop just wait in there for a while.
Good Lord.
Wade in the water.
That's exactly what that song is about. That isn't like a meaningful song to any portion of America or anything.
They can put a man on the moon, but they can't seem to find a way to not get poop in the instruments.
Only one toilet for women? Damn, even in space they have to wait in line.
Yeah, I like it.
Titanium toilets. Wow, NASA must be flush with cash.
Yeah.
Thomas, stop it.
I'm very disappointed that Ricardo didn't have a I am titanium, that song. Oh, you got one, Jeremy?
No, but I tried to think of one of those. Was that Katy Perry? Who is that?
No, I don't remember the name of it's the most meaningful song I've ever heard. But I don't remember the name of it.
It's like that comic that I don't remember opening up for. There you go. All right. Well, this is a lot better than the alternative, where anytime a female astronaut had to go, they just open up the airlock and wished her luck.
We choose to go number 2. We choose to go number 2 in this commode and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because we had corned beef for lunch.
That's a pretty good RBG.
A little more RGB for my taste.
You sound just like her.
People think that was Jeremy. So
Now listen here, Congress. We shall pass the right. All right.
Listen up, Congress. You're gonna get a fist in the mouth.
To the moon with you.
it's your worst enemy, John F. Kennedy.
Do you see something up in that tower over there? No.
All right, Jeremy, it's all you.
Lots of tragedy in this episode.
Houston, we have a problem. Astronaut Smith got his pecker stuck in the lady's air suction pee-pee funnel.
Why is the person?
Is anybody there?
Houston.
Why
How'd
is
you
the
get this
person
number?
strapped down?
Huh?
Hello, I think you have the wrong number.
Oh, did I
This
call
is
Dallas?
RBG.
Oh,
This is RBG.
No.
Let me see if I can get you Houston.
All right, I think that'll do it for the jokes in round 2. So
Oh yeah. So many treasures in this round. So many gifts.
I wanted
another
to go
euphemism.
RGB on the switch. RBG on the switchboard. You're trying to reach Houston? I'll connect you. It's the Boogie Boogie Bugle Boy from Company B. That's the hold music.
Yeah, that's enough out of you. All right, Carly.
Like I was saying, just the vast amount of treasures and joys in that round. I'm reviewing my sheet because I was so in the moment I forget all your jokes. Okay, let's see. Even in space, they have to wait in line. Oh, Jeremy, that was a cute one. I liked that one. Thomas, I wrote 3 words for your jokes: assault, explode, and airlock. Which the 3
Sounds
together,
like my Saturday night.
Yeah, which
Yeah, assault.
That's his family motto.
the 3
Assault,
together
explode, airlock.
really describe the situation of someone taking a shit in space, I think.
Or on Earth.
I do think this round is going to be between Ricky and Bob. Bob, you had some really good ones. Man in the moon, but we can send a man to the moon, but we can't figure out how he can poop there. And obviously, we all liked your JFK corned beef joke. And Ricky, I really like the I don't shit where I eat. Hold it till we get there. You know, it didn't get any laughs, but I actually think that was a great joke. You looked so disappointed, but don't worry. I respected it and I wrote it down and I loved it.
Don't worry, Rick. You have Carly's respect.
Well, you slightly lost my respect with that flushed with cash joke. I actually, I like corny jokes, but that was too much. So if I'm going to pick
too much corny in that joke.
If I'm going to pick a corny joke, it's going to at least be a joke with the word corn in it. I think Bob's corned beef joke won that round. So I gotta give another point to Bob, I think.
Okay.
But
this is working out really well.
Here's the question. Can Bob sweep this show? And will someone earn lots of points in round 3 to take the win from Bob? Anything can happen on 1, 2, 3 jokes.
Statistically, if someone gets lots of points in the 3rd round, they might win.
Anything can happen on a show where we don't really care for justice.
Or a justice.
Aw. R.I.P.
Or justice. Right. Oh, I think he said that.
Yeah.
That you said injustice.
Or Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Wait, so is that going to be like the new Injustice video game where it's Ruth Bader Ginsburg versus Superman and Batman? Is that going to be like the whole new DLC edition?
Yep. You got it in one.
Yep.
You look like you're in the all right, I got it.
You're in the video game development conference.
All right, Zorio does it again. That's lunch, everybody.
All right, guys, get the DLC going. $59.99 for a game that already costs $59.99.
All right, are you guys ready to see who takes this in round 3?
Mm-hmm.
Me too. Round 3. Soldiers in high heels draw online outburst. On April 1st, about 15 cadets from Temple University participated in a school-sponsored Walk a Mile in Her Shoes event, during which men stumble through a preset route while sporting high heels as a way to raise awareness for sexual assault victims. Because, of course, sexual assault victims all wear high heels. I don't get that. Several cadets walked...
that's how they're asking for it.
Oh, my God. I think we need to take that whole thing out.
Nope, we're leaving it in.
No, the thing about abortion earlier was fine, but this is too much. Okay. Several cadets walked while wearing Army combat uniforms, as did the school's professor of military science, Lieutenant Colonel Greg Nardi, who runs Temple's Red Diamond Brigade. Military blogs like This Ain't Hell reported on the cadets weeks later. Around that time, another high heel walk, this one sponsored by the ROTC Brigade at Arizona State University, drew attention when a screenshot of a message allegedly from an ASU cadet complaining about his school's event landed on Reddit's Army channel, the Facebook page of U.S. Army, What the Fuck moments, and other sites. Photos from the Temple event became associated with the April 20th ASU event, Although a photographer covering the ASU walk said no participants there wore high heels with their ACUs. Some commenters believing Temple ROTC had organized the April 1st event or that cadets had been cajoled into participating called for brigade leadership to be fired. Wearing civilian footwear along with the Army combat uniform, regardless of the intent of display, violates regulations, an Army spokesman confirmed.
All right. Thomas, you want to start us off this round?
Yeah, definitely. When asked about the event, the Steve Madden company commented, honestly, we're just happy about people forgetting us being in Wolf of Wall Street anyways.
Ah.
Ah.
I did forget about that.
Exactly. It was all a ploy to make people forget they teamed up with Jordan Belfort in the 90s and cost a lot of people their life savings. So,
soldiers are taught so many ways to kill. It's nice to see that they're learning how to slay.
The cadets in high heels are aptly named the Brava Company.
Okay, soldier, that explains the high heels, but the G-string panties and no matching pasties? Not in my army.
Go ahead, Thomas.
oh yeah, sorry. Next week, the same troop of soldiers are lined up to do the same kind of protest, this time for post-traumatic shopping disorder.
Cadets be shopping. You know what I mean? I've heard that walking. I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
Bob's
sorry.
turn.
Settle down,
Sorry,
settle
Bob.
down. At ease.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Jeremy was so excited with the cadets be shopping line. He just, he just got carried away.
He's like,
He
I
just, he
hooked him.
just threw away all his jokes. He was like, you know what? This is game. I'm out.
I liked it so much I wrote it down, Jeremy. Don't worry. I'm not going to forget
Oh.
your cadets be shopping.
Multiple points.
You might
back.
get some bonus points for cadets be shopping. Who
Come
knows?
back.
We'll see.
Come back, win.
I know it's to raise awareness for sexual assault against women, but mixing civilian and military clothing, I just can't.
All right,
you're still
Jeremy,
muted?
it's your time to shine.
I'm contemplating that joke and how it took the wind out of my sails.
Oh, this better be a good one.
No,
You better have some fire coming up.
it's coming. Here it is. I've heard that walking all day in high heels is very fatiguing.
Oh boy. You gotta follow up with a strong joke if you're gonna
Anybody?
talk trash.
Anybody?
Don't worry. Your cadets be shopping is really carrying you this round, Jeremy.
Don't fuck it up, man.
Bob, where am I positioned on the screen?
In the trash can.
Uh,
All right, Ricky.
All right. I don't know, but I've heard talk.
I don't know, but I've heard talk.
The best high heels are Manola Blanc.
The best ideas of Panola Blog.
I thought there was gonna be more.
Hoo-ah.
How does it go? The rest of it go?
Sound off. 1, 2. Sound off. 3, 4. Sound off. 1, 2.
5,
3,
6.
4. Hoorah!
5, 6, 7, 8.
and then they walk like this.
They throw them the cane. All the soldiers grab canes and they start like.
Their
The
kick
kick
line
lines,
is just
yeah.
them kicking villains in the face.
Villains. We're training you to kill villains.
This one you might have to edit out. All right. So the brigade leader is calling to be fired. I'm placing bets on how long it is before his body is found, encased in concrete, and the death is ruled a suicide.
Oof, boy. This is a comedy show. We're just having a good time.
No, it's a political commentary show. That's what I've been talking about. Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
That's why.
the whole time.
That's why the first story was about some 72-year-old woman with like getting some guys from high school to help her steal, and then the next one, and that's what it was. And
High
then the
school,
next one,
one of them was 47.
you know, and then he's a slow learner. And then the next one
He was in really high school.
And then the next one was about how it took NASA 40 years to figure out women pee differently. And then this one's
All political. All political.
all political. Sorry, 50 years.
The first one was about elderly and how we treat the elderly in society. The second one was
arresting them
about
for committing
women's
crimes?
rights, and this one's about the military.
Women's right. That's a basic human. You gotta pee. There's no...
It's a privilege to pee.
After we go through the jokes, we're gonna have an in-depth discussion on U.S. foreign policy.
All right, that's when my laptop will suddenly have a spit take on it.
That's when I'll really get into my accents.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that Irish accent you were doing earlier. Like, that one.
Carly's worked her whole life to do accents at the UN.
Anytime they had a leader that they just didn't want to deal with, they're like, all right, send Carly in there, have her talk to them in their what she thinks is their accent, and then they're like, forget it, we are to leave.
You get what you want.
Really good. No,
we won't
actually,
election.
my thing is that I'm gonna speak in the accent that I think that I could do, and then everyone's gonna hate me, and I'm gonna bring world peace because I'm gonna be the common enemy.
Give America what it wants. Please shut her up.
You'll
Carly,
be the
you
villain
have-
that the soldiers kick in the face.
Carly,
no, I'll
you have
just
watched-
join the kick line and be in it.
You have watched Watchmen one too many times. I'm gonna Ozymandias the globe. Who was next after Mike?
It's Bob's turn.
Patiently waiting. Attention. Forward march. Heel, 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 toe, heel. That's it.
Oh god.
Fall over if you did heel, toe, heel.
Well, they do like left, right, left.
Yeah, how do they do it?
They're highly trained. Okay.
Highly trained for hopscotch. We have the most powerful military in the world, as evidenced by how cadets in high heels are killing it.
I already did a sleigh joke.
Well,
Yeah,
I wrote that joke hours ago. I'm not going to change it now.
I broke a heel. Can someone play taps and a 20-gun salute for Jimmy Choo?
Jimmy Choo.
It sounded like Pee Wee Herman. Can someone play taps for Jimmy Choo?
And that kind of sounded like Sammy Davis Jr. a little bit.
I always get them confused.
Do Sammy Davis Jr. singing Boogie Woogie Bugle
Jeremy,
Boy.
Ricky,
Dude, Damon
Sammy
Wayans
Davis.
Jr. doing.
There was a singer I love. I think it was like Savvy Damus or something like that.
It's the Boogie Boogie Bugle Boy from Company B.
I think that'll probably lock it up for Jeremy.
Between that and Cadets Be Shopping, you know I have to give Jeremy the win for this episode.
All right, spoiler alert.
No, Jeremy's
Let's go through
not
the
gonna
motions,
win.
though.
Oh.
I'll immediately say Jeremy's not the winner, although I really am going to give him a point for Cadets Be Shopping.
You need to learn how to keep it suspenseful.
Well, it is still suspenseful because there's still 3 people left in the running. Rick, Thomas, and Bob. All right, so Thomas had I really like Thomas's Steve Madden Wolf of Wall Street joke, both humorous and clever and topical. I liked it. All right, Ricky, let's see what you had. G-strings of the how could you wear? I never told you to wear the G-strings. Okay, that one was cute. I liked the premise of the I don't know, but I've been told, but I wanted a little more something out of it. And
that was beautiful. You're like, it almost sounded like you were going to comment him for his writing skills. You're like, I like this. Why wasn't it better?
I liked the premise. You're the only one who chose that premise. It was clever, but I wanted a little more, Ricky. I just wanted a little more.
I want a little more Ricky in that joke.
I think my favorite joke, though, and I hate to do it. I hate to bring out the broom.
No.
But I really liked Bob's heel toe heel final joke. I gotta let Bob sweep this episode. He just took this episode from you guys and you let him do it. You absolutely let him do it.
You guys are complicit.
I didn't wear fake BDUs and put on heels to let Bob do anything. I didn't pose as a soldier to let somebody win at this thing that I've never done before. Who's
All
won
right,
multiple
Thomas.
other times.
I said it was a political show, but please.
Okay, I'm sorry. Who's talking? Is that Carly, Bob, Jeremy, or Ricardo? Who's talking? I don't know who's talking. Everybody sounds the same.
Well, I'm talking right now. Congratulations to me, Bob Timmons, for sweeping the episode.
Wait, you're not Carly? Wait.
Thomas,
you sound-
please, I am still speaking. Before we get into plugs, things of that nature, we're going to go to Carly Kastner, see if she has any burning questions.
Oh boy, I wasn't really thinking of burning questions. When you're judging and reading the stories, you really do get busy with that.
Yeah.
Let's remember the stories. Oh, have you guys ever stayed at a bed and breakfast?
A criminal bread and breakfast?
That is a hell of a burning question.
I've stayed in a bread and breakfast.
Did I say my sound just cut out? Did I say bread and breakfast?
No, I did. I just did.
Yeah, I was about to
Have
say,
you
Carly,
stayed
don't
at a-
you? Yeah, aren't you? Isn't a bread and breakfast the worst thing for you because you can't really have bread? So isn't that like?
Hey,
Well,
cheap
as long
shot.
as there's. Well, the thing is, if it's bread and breakfast, I just eat the breakfast.
But what if the bread is with the bread? Like,
Just leave the bread.
Toast
Don't eat
is
the bread.
breakfast.
Yeah, but they have gluten-free bread.
Hi, are you guys? Do you guys have a room available at the bread and breakfast? Can I just have the
Gluten-free,
breakfast
of
and not
course.
the
can I have one of your gluten-free rooms, please?
bread?
What do you mean you rub French bread over all the linens? Excuse me.
Carly can't
No,
even
we
have
don't-
like bread particles around.
Yeah.
We don't rub bread on the linens. The linens are bread.
She has to take a UV light on the sheets to make sure there's no breadcrumbs.
I was just saying, this room either has a ton of cum or a ton of bread.
If it's
Bread
cum,
is just
I'm
a
in.
giant bread loaf.
Bread, I'm out.
Sourdough. Hello.
Sour, don't check into this hotel.
1 star.
So
It was
that's
a very
no. No
dry
one's ever-
joke, Thomas.
You know what I really do feel like was the most romantic thing that my boyfriend did for us? He called the place and
Us
me and him.
All of us.
and the
But-
sister wives.
He made a reservation at a bed and breakfast, and they said, is there any special occasion? Like, what's the reason for your stay? And he said, I'm going to Pumpernickel.
All right.
Oh
That's
God.
all right. That's all right.
You call
It
your
was
V-
good because you had us drawn.
Yeah.
It was good.
you call your VJ your nickel.
Maybe it
Yeah,
wasn't my
that-
VJ.
Ugh.
Wow. All right. Yeah. So this so this bread and breakfast was off of I-17 on the Hershey Highway, apparently.
Well,
No, it was
this
here in
burning
Arizona.
question was one long setup for her joke.
I'm
I
not the
really
one that
like
said
the
bread.
premise that you chose, but really I was expecting more in that direction.
What? I should have said meat?
No.
A meat sandwich?
That'll do it for Carly's burning questions. The answer is no one stayed in a bed and breakfast. All right, so Thomas.
Pumpernickel. Pumpernickel. So Carly's butthole is a nickel. What about her wet ass penny?
Thomas, don't laugh at
Get
that.
you anything you got. Hold this
No,
wet ass penny.
I'm a dime piece, bitch.
So the back is worth half as much as the front.
Yes.
That is correct.
Bob,
there's
I'm so
there's
sorry,
an
you're gonna
exchange
have to-
rate on her body.
Bob, I'm so sorry.
When I
to
travel,
edit
it's
out my
worth
laugh.
different.
All right. Thomas,
Yes.
is there anything that you want to tell the people about? Perhaps an online thing like Instagram you want them to follow? Any virtual shows coming up? Physical?
No virtual shows or physical shows yet. So probably by the time this comes out, I probably would have quit the comedy scene. No.
Us too.
So in like
you-
a week?
We
Thomas
won't
is a
quit,
week
we'll
left,
be forced
everyone.
out.
You can follow me on Instagram though to keep updated. Due to these uncertain times, shows are happening intermittently, whether online or in real life. My Instagram, very easy. It's Zorio, not Zorro. Spelled just like it sounds. My last name, not Zorro. And
okay. So it's Z. I gotta look up your name again.
then ZORIO
KNOT.
No, it's Z. No, no. First off, sir, that's my FetLife account, Zorio, not KNOT, Zoro. My Instagram is Zorio, just NOT. Be quiet, Carly.
I feel like if this was a film, what would be happening right now is just letters and numbers would just be swirling all around the air. And
Beautiful mind type shit.
Or you can probably find it by Googling me, Thomas Zorio.
Well, you know what will make it even easier? We'll just put the link in the episode description. Make it easier.
So that's your FetLife username?
No,
what about your bread life?
My bread
Garlic
life.
Not Zorio?
No, it's sour don't Zorio. I don't know.
What is FetLife?
Don't worry about it.
Carly.
No, if you have to ask, you don't need to worry about it.
Boba Fett?
Exactly.
Not at all.
It's a site for bounty hunters to find each other.
I'm gonna look up FetLife. Is it PH or F?
Don't. PH. It's PH. That's where pharmaceutical company representatives go to bang. PHET life.
Is PHET free? Related PHT is
Oh my god.
While she's looking that up, folks, if you enjoy the show, we'd really appreciate your patronage on Patreon. Check out the description below for a link. And for only $3 a month, we are giving away bonus content each and every month, and we could really use your support to grow the show.
I looked up FetLife and it's not PH. RBDSMG.
Wait, gee.
RBDSMG.
You know what? We won't end the show. We're going to say a bunch of other stuff that we're just going to
We should promote our show on FetLife. We can make this kind of like a set thing. Like people will be like really into comedy competitions.
It'd be like, we'll call it Thomas Nut Zorio.
Well, it makes sense because people into BDSM are interested in feeling pain and discomfort. So they would naturally enjoy our show a lot.
Speaking of pain and discomfort, congratulations, Bob, for sweeping the episode. I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I'm Ricardo Leon.
And Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
And for our guest.
And I was Thomas Zorio. Thank you very much for having me, guys.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes.
Say hi to RBG for us, Thomas.
Say har.
Say har.
Say har for us.
RGB.
Ginsburg.
RGB design.
RGB, there she be.